So we got a matchup. We got Frieza Namek Saga versus Android 20 and 19. And we're going to even do one including Mecha Frieza. Now, ultimately, with Mech Frieza, we don't really know how strong he's gotten because they did say that he can get even stronger because he was kind of like not powered up yet at the time of him fighting, Trunks. And if he's in his full 100% power compared to him just being at like his regular percentage of power in his final form. So ultimately we're going to do some comparisons and seeing that who will win this battle. Now, if Frieza was to fight against the androids, like I said, they would still have that advantage of them being able to absorb energy and absorb life force. So if they try to grab Frieza without Frieza really knowing about this ability, they can definitely get the drop on him, especially if they get a nice grab to start absorbing all his energy. That's something that they're going to definitely use to their advantage in defeating him. But mind you, a person like Vegeta, who is a Super Saiyan, who's definitely got way powerful and was easily handling these characters. Now, the thing is, Android 20 and Android 19, I feel like at the start was not that powerful. They probably could have been in comparison to Frieza. They fought him. Now, ultimately, if Frieza was to go into his final form, like pretty much being at 100% power, and judging from the anime side of things, how we see him fought against Goku, who just became a Super Saiyan. Now, ultimately, Frieza could still have a chance to win, I feel like, against the androids, depending on how much energy they get from him. Now, if he got to fight both of them at the same time, they're going to overpower Frieza. Now, if they're fighting him one at a time, then that's a different story. Because the thing is, Frieza cannot use his tactics of blowing up the planet because they're androids. They don't need oxygen, so they could breathe outer space. So that wouldn't work. And even if they tried to go and blow up the planet, they would have gone and absorbed that energy and gotten themselves even more stronger. So ultimately, I feel like either Frieza or Mech Frieza, if they was to fight against the androids, they probably would have been defeated. Now, if it's a tag team match of Frieza and King Code versus Android 20 and Android 19, who King Code is very observant and seeing this. Now, both of them working together, and there's also another possibility of that if King Code has a final form like Frieza, and to get as much to see his true power during like a lot of Dragon Ball fans who made different, their own adaptation of what King Cole's final form and what his true power is. Now, them both versus the androids is definitely up in the air, depending on, it could go either way, because ultimately I feel like their powers are probably roughly around